Hey guys, real quick, I wanted to run by you with this project. This is a girl that she called me a couple of months ago with her dad's project that had been sitting in the garage at another shop. They had the car for 8 years. When I went to look at the car, it was just really sad. They had stolen all the parts off of it. They stole the posi out of it. They stole all the trim out of it. So kind of pulled on my heartstrings. So I'm doing a lot of stuff. It's just gonna be a good driver. You could see, you know, I've been just putting it together a little bit at a time on the side. We got the engine dyno, the trans is in, the TTI headers, got all the brakes done, put the dash in. And again, it's not a, you know, perfect car by no means, but it'll be nice. It'll be a nice driver when it's done. And it is a 4-speed post car. It's a nice 68. So we're just, you know, they had stolen all the front pieces off of it. We did a little bit of match paint on it, or my body shop did. And now I'm just rewiring. On the headers, especially on the Mopar, you guys, I always like using TTI. Again, I'm not being sponsored by them, but I love their product. I mean, the headers, this is power steering. The headers just fit great. You know, you're not burning any wires. It clears everything. I mean, for headers that you can buy over the counter, I mean, you could see the flange is really thick on them. You don't have any header leaks. I think Sam over there and Mike at TTI, man, they just do a really good job with their product. So that's all I like to use when we do the Mopars.
Is that a big issue on Mopars on this side of the motor?
Yeah, it can on any of them, really, on both sides. It's always a fit problem, or if not a leak problem. Their stuff is just nice. It really is.
And how much did this motor make?
This one made 420. Little bit hotter in stock. Of course, we got headers on it and an intake and a 750 Holley. So made a little bit more. It'll be a great street car, little 383.
That's all my time. I don't know about how
Had this radiator in, mocked it all up. Got to come out again. So we can put the pulleys on and then start wiring everything. This is obviously an aftermarket radiator, aluminum. They're nice 4-core, dual Spal fans. Again, I'm not sponsored by Spal, but I love their fans. I've ran this setup in 700-800 horsepower, not had a problem. It'll stay right at thermostat 180 temperature. It's a really good system. I like it. So I'm gonna pull it out real quick. We're just gonna put the pulleys on today, get all that so I can get that back on. These are the pulleys that I just did outside, showing you guys that, again, can you send them out and get them blasted and powder coated? Yeah, it's more time, more money if you're on a budget. Again, I'm trying to show you guys, we do everything here. I could, you know, we obviously do billet pulleys and all that stuff, but we're doing this more on a budget, and I showed you can clean them yourself, grind them. We heat them up to get the impurities off so the paint looks good and sticks, you know, with the temperature being up a little bit. And here they are. What do you think? It looks great, right? This car is not gonna have a fan, it has electric fans, but look how clean that looks. And I did it for probably what? Not even a can of paint, obviously, like quarter can. So probably not even $5. We cleaned them up ourselves, painted them, they look great. All right, we're gonna check pulley lineup. I just like to take a belt. The bottom two line up great. You can see that, nice and straight. I don't like this one. It's probably a 1/4 inch, so I'm gonna have to space this out just a hair out. You guys gotta watch that because it'll prematurely wear out the belt, the water pump, the bearing. It'll cause all kinds of havoc. Even that, if you can get a shot of that, look at that. That's just what, not even an 1/8 off. If I do this, see, it's crooked, and that'll prematurely wear everything out. So I gotta bring that out just a hair, just by adding a spacer to it. Okay, so we're gonna put that little spacer we just talked about back there. So I'm gonna change this one, and then on the big block Mopar, there's this one down here. And the only reason I'm really running into this problem is because what the customer brought me, this wasn't us. He obviously isn't working, so I'm just gonna space it out a little bit. It doesn't need much, maybe use a little washer or something. So we need to obviously pull it off. Okay, I'm gonna go look to see if I have a bigger spacer.
It's original, so, but it does look better.
She's nice and straight now. Just a little bit, not even about an 1/8 inch out. That's what we want. Putting that radiator in, which is easy because we already mocked it up earlier. This car actually is not a 26-inch radiator. It was a 24. But again, this is a nice little custom car. A guy's gonna hot dog around town. You know, it's not. So it's technically a little bit bigger than it should, but you know, it's still for the big block, so it's gonna be fine.
But it's better, right?
Oh yeah, it'll cool. Okay, so now next we got all this in, got the pulleys on, everything's lined up, everything's good. So we're gonna start putting on simple stuff, hoses, and I've got some wiring to do. So I'm gonna wire in the fans. I like to put them on relays and fuses, and we'll do a temperature automatic turn on switch. So I'll probably like to do that for you guys to see that.